Alright guys, welcome on back to TK's Garage. We're just leaving Auto Auction Rebuilds and we are on a road trip on the way home to Las Vegas. Roll that intro. So, one of the wonderful things about being out here in Byers in Oklahoma is literally the fact that at nighttime it kind of sucks when you're driving. Luckily I have the HIDs and they are projecting far enough down the road so I can see. But you can see the high beams are much better than the low beams, right? So one of the things that sucks out here, and the speed limit is 65, but I'm going 45, is right there. That's why. Big ass deer will literally jump out in front of you at any second. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this video back up once I get to 35, and I'm gonna focus on manhandling this SUV and make sure that I don't have any other Bambis that decide to run out in front of me while we're driving here, because I really don't want to smack the front end with a friggin' animal. I don't know, guys. There's something I love about this town, man. Oklahoma City is awesome. The multicolored bridge, it reminds me a lot of if you ever been through Durham and North Carolina, there's something like this similar going over towards Duke. But this is just dope. That's dope. The skyline when you're getting up here to Oklahoma City, it's awesome. It's not a huge city like you would see in Dallas or Houston, but still a city nonetheless. Food's good here. It's cheap to live here. The roads are maintained. The humidity sucks though, I'm not gonna lie. Being out here in this humidity today, boy. Woo! Shit. Yeah, me feeling some kind of way. But we got a lot of driving left to do. We're gonna stop here in a little bit. I gotta top off the diesel tank. And but we should be getting to 40 here shortly. We're still on 35 going north. A little bit more, maybe 8 to 10 miles before we get to 40. And then it's a long drive west. 16 hours, supposedly, so we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Well, damn. Somebody ate shit out here. Oof. Semi-truck on its side. Multiple semi-trucks on its side. Damn. Woo. Damn. Good morning, guys. We're leaving the Marriott now and getting back on the road. So look how clean. I mean, you can see that the wheels are a little dirty from the armor all. You can see where the dirt's picked up and stuff, but even when this car is dirty, it kind of looks clean. Dope. Super dope. Got our bags in. Oh, we'll get her fired up so we can get that AC running. No check codes. Nope. Usually a day after you end up doing some mechanical stuff like struts or whatever in a BMW, something will throw a code, but this thing has been flawless. Literally flawless, man. No complaints on my end at all. Instant cold AC. Man, I know they give these diesels a lot of crap, you know, for the DPF and all of that, but if it fails in this one, I will literally just delete it straight up. I will delete that crap. But she's clean, man. Close this because it's hot with that sun. Whew. But we will get rolling here shortly. We're gonna go get breakfast, and then I got about 700 miles to run.
And major shout out to the Fairfield Marriott here in Amarillo, man. That was dope. And we'll get it moving.
All right, guys, so we are rolling through New Mexico, and so I had something interesting happen. I stopped, got another Gatorade, and just started driving again. And when I was merging on the highway, I got the reduced power pop-up, and it was there for maybe 10 seconds and then went away, and the truck's power was right back. Evidently, this is like a known issue with the BMW X5 diesel. It could be, you know, because Randy just recently replaced the EGR cooler. Just so you guys know, I have seen that before, not on one I've owned, because this is the first diesel X5 I've owned, but I have heard of the issue. And literally, if it's persistent and you do lose power in these trucks, you literally just have to pull over, turn the truck off, open the door so that the computer shuts off, you know, give it like 20 seconds, start the truck back up, and the error goes away. The issue is something sensitive, or a sensor, or the computer, the ECU read the amount of boost or something wrong, and it's literally just trying to protect the engine. It's not that there's something catastrophically wrong. It's trying to prevent an issue so that you don't have something catastrophically wrong. But for me, I'm not stressed out about it. You know, we've driven about another 60 miles since that happened, and I'm cruising at about 80. And I'm going to, you know, like I said, we will do a video, and I'm just going to delete the EGR. I'm going to delete the EGR, delete the DPF, and, you know, just drive it. And then I shouldn't have any more of those issues. But anyways, we got a little bit of a drive to go here. I'm going to keep going as we get down here into Albuquerque and then on to Arizona. So stay tuned. Road trip's going good. Like I said, outside of that one little hiccup that I saw, the reduced power thing, no issues. We're just, you know, cruise control is set. You know, I got a little bit over half a tank of fuel, as you can see. And I still got 300 miles of range. I'm averaging it's looking like about 500 miles a tank. So not horrible. And yeah, anyways, we'll keep it rolling, and hopefully nothing eventful happens as we go, but we'll pop back in here in a couple hours. All right, guys, this is a prime example. I'm just doing this as a quick short. That they call these advantage games, but these don't really mean shit. Any of these that are completely full mean nothing. We're probably $400 in at this point, and nothing. They've been completely full since the time we've sat down, and absolutely nothing. So when you see one of these completely full and you think, oh, I can easily win this, it's actually not the case. It's literally just a method to draw you in. These slots are random, and these could be completely empty and you could still hit, and they could be completely full, of course.
I present the action.
Oh my God, it's an active UAP. A full screen of nothing but those, that's gotta be huge. That sucked, for real. All right, guys, so we are rolling again. The sun has gone down, and we're down to about 190 miles to go. The car, outside of that one power loss, little, you know, the X5, outside of that one little reduced power thing, which evidently is common, has been flawless outside of that. Runs good, great gas mileage, or diesel mileage, and overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I know one thing for sure is I definitely want to delete that system to prevent those issues, and you know, check the screws and the intake and make sure they're tight, because you know, they can actually fall into the engine and grenade it. Fun times. So we're going to check all that stuff, make sure all that stuff's tight, and delete that system, I think, ASAP. And I believe that this truck will be bulletproof for a long time, and I'm excited about it. Oh boy. Well, I thought I was gonna be able to make out that last little 4 hours, but you start driving, you start getting tired. So we stopped here in a beautiful Gallup. You can see the sun coming up back there. Gallup. Is it Gallup here, or maybe I'm on the other side of Gallup? I know I'm in Arizona. And now we just got about 4 hours and 40 minutes, something like that. And we will be back home. Oh boy, I just made everybody yawn. I know I'm the bad guy today. But anyways, we're gonna just kind of knock out the rest of this trip. Hopefully we get no more low power issues or engine notifications. And yeah, that will complete the road trip, and it means that the BMW made it. Outside of those 3 times that engine issue popped up, like I said, I've been doing a lot of research on it. We're gonna tear it apart. As far as I want to get into the intake and make sure all the little screws that are in the flaps and stuff are tight, and maybe even possibly replace them with some Loctite to make sure that they don't come out. After reading what I've read about them, I definitely don't want any of those falling in the engine. And then we should be good. We should be good at that point. But anyways, there you guys have it. Let's go ahead and roll for a little bit more, and we'll pop back in if anything exciting happens. And what I love about these videos when I'm doing these road trips, just in case you guys don't know, what I love about these are, the video takes you guys 15, maybe 20 minutes. It took me all of 2 days or a day and a half. You know what I'm saying? Nuts. Anyways, let's get this knocked out. Nah, it's just popped up that stupid message a few times. It's probably got something to do with DPF or, the EGR cooler or something not reading right. It only happened on hard acceleration, like going up the mountains. And it would come on for like 2 or 3 seconds to go away. Now this is there now. I finally got a check engine light. I'll scan it when I get back to Vegas, but I got full power. Yeah, I got full power and everything. It's probably just something to do with the fucking emissions bullshit. As soon as I get time, I'm just gonna fucking delete all that shit, and then it shouldn't have any issues. And I gotta check all the screws on the intake and put Loctite on those so none of those shits fall in the fucking engine. But outside of that, I mean, it's driving fine. It's, just a stupid light. Typical BMW shit. Bro, it's 100% all good. I got all this power going up the mountain. No issues, like I said. And the check engine light didn't come on until I was at like 7,400 feet. So it's probably got something to do with breathing or the intake. The Chevy Trax also do a check engine light. It's literally, we went from 100 degrees to 60 degrees. And we're at 7,400 feet. So I'm not stressing. It's all good. Driving like a champ. Well, we got an official check engine light now. Now, I wonder if that has to do with being 7,400 feet up in the air or what. But I've got that low power mode bullshit message 4 times now. So more than likely, it's related to the emission system. That's going to be my guess. I'm going to scan it. I'm going to scan it and figure out what all it needs. I've had multiple people already hit me up on Instagram on how to delete all the friggin' bullshit on this thing. And I think that's going to be the way to go. Catless downpipe. Catless downpipe, a tune, EGR delete. I know people say, TK, the BMW is going to roll coal, man. The EPA is going to... I don't fucking care. All right? I personally don't fucking care. I'm going to drive the damn truck and drive a diesel the way a diesel was meant to be driven without all of this extra bullshit on it. But you can see she still has plenty of power. I'm going up the hill. Randy literally just messaged me and was like, oh no, did it break? And I'm like, nah. I mean, it's throwing that message, but I've had 5 different X5 diesel owners message me and go, oh yeah, that just happens, that low power bullshit. Like, until you delete all the crap, it will literally just keep doing that. So I'm not stressed about it, like I said, I still got an amazing deal, I feel, from Randy on this truck because of the low miles. You know, we're only at 113,000 on this now, and it's a diesel, which means once I delete all the bullshit, the emissions bullshit off of the truck, this truck is good to run for, you know, 400,000 or 500,000 miles. You know, so that said, I've had like multiple. I had one guy hit me up on Instagram today. He's got 390,000 miles on his. So I believe it. So diesels are great engines. You know, I think they're far superior to gas. That's just my opinion. And you know, unless you're getting like a Hellcat supercharger or whatever, but these diesels have so much torque, you can just do dumb stuff in these. But as you can tell, we're rolling down into Kingman, and then we will be rolling up the mountain again, rolling back. What's the elevation? Let's see where we're at right now. Elevation 4,000 feet. So we are going downhill finally. And, you know, we're going to get this thing into Las Vegas. I'm going to look at ordering all the stuff I need to delete the system. And everybody's telling me they just did theirs on the driveway, like personally did it. And then I just got to figure out, you know, the proper, I don't need a crazy horsepower tune. I just need a basic regular tune. So I'm not throwing check lights for the catless downpipe. I'm going to bolt everything up, do it all myself, and maybe we'll do a video on it, because, you know, sharing information is vital. I'm sure the EPA will love me for that, but they can kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, we got a little bit of a ride to go here to finish this up. I told you, for you guys, it's probably a 20 or 30 minute video. For me, it's been a couple of days, but we're almost back to Las Vegas, and I'm excited to get home. All right, guys, so obviously the BMW X5 made it to Las Vegas. Here's what's going on with that check engine light. Oh yeah, that's Dizzle's car right there, if you didn't know. Here's what's going on with that reduced power thing. It has something to do with the EGR system. Now, I know it's something that Randy addressed over at Auto Auction Rebuilds by replacing the EGR cooler, but it could be multiple failures in the system. It could need to be walnut blasted with the intake and all of that crap. There could be an intake issue, flap issue. There's a couple things we're gonna do with this. I'm gonna Loctite all the screws that are in the intake, because they are known to eventually, over time, rattle and fall out. I'm just seeing this, whatever this white paint is. It is white paint from lines. Son of a bitch, man. I hope it ain't on the rest of my car. I just noticed this road paint. Damn it. Anyways, so we're going to address that. We're going to fix those screws in the intake. And I'm going to, and as much as everybody is going to bitch and complain and say, you can't do that, TK, the EPA is going to come bother you. Good luck finding me, one. And two, they could suck my dick from the back. Sorry, but I don't care. I know someone's probably going to make a short out of that and say that I said that, but I don't care. I'm being honest. I give no fucks. Like, you can't do anything. I can do whatever I want with my own vehicles that I want to run off-road. I'm just seeing some of these little imperfections and stuff in my paint. Now, the thing with these, one thing I like about the X5 of this generation, the E70, these fenders, in case you didn't know, they're plastic. They're easy to get painted, easy to swap out, super easy to repair. But what we're going to do is, you know, now that it's, you know, structurally sound, as far as the struts and everything in it, brakes, basically everything under. And here's the thing, even with that check engine light, or even with that low power mode on, this thing will still drive 90. Ask me how I know. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a tune. We're going to delete the EGR. We're going to delete the DPF, and I'm going to put catless downpipe on it. And what that's going to do is it will roll coal. It will do that. And then we're just going to clean it up and just enjoy it. This thing will pull a house. I'm excited for it. So I'm not stressed about the current situation of the emission system or any of the rest of that. I'm going to try to address some of these little nicks and stuff I see on the truck as well and get her cleaned up and addressed. But anyways, there you have it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Obviously, it made it from Oklahoma to here without pretty much any issues. I mean, outside of that low power mode. And before anybody says, oh, Randy dumped that off on you, blah, 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 blah. No, I already knew what Randy did when he replaced it. And I'm not a sucker. I know what these vehicles bring and what that issue is. And I still got a stupid deal. Even if I have to do that to the whole system, I was going to delete it anyway. So with that said, make sure to go give Auto Auction Rebuilds a follow. Go subscribe to his channel. Stay tuned. There'll be more videos on the X5 soon. We're going to do a lot of stuff to it. But for me right now, I need a beer.